Hello and welcome back, YouTube family. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is gonna be a little coffee review for you guys. I want to review this coffee here that was sent to me by my friends at Off Our Couch. Please check out their channel. Check them out on Instagram. But my friend London, he sent me this coffee here. It's another bourbon barrel aged coffee. As you guys know, we tried one that was from Matador Coffee in Flagstaff, Arizona. And when I reviewed that one, you know, I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was gonna be more like a little gimmick, you know, like you were not gonna really be able to taste it, but you can. You actually, there is, at least in that one, there was a lot of flavor, the bourbon flavor in the coffee. And as I found, as you let the coffee cool, the flavor came out more and more. And as I found out later from doing more research, it's just typical always in coffee that if you start drinking it really hot, you won't get the tasting notes. You kind of have to let it cool a bit. Even in espresso, if you're gonna just have just a shot of espresso with no sugar or anything, if you want to get the tasting notes, you're gonna have to let it cool a little bit. And we're gonna give this a shot, man. I can't wait to review it. Again, thanks a lot, London, for sending this out to me. My buddies there at Off Our Couch. I just saw his video this morning. I advise you guys to check it out if you want to see where this coffee comes from. So go to their channel and check out the video. I'll try to link that below here on the description of this video. But anyway, this is gonna be a little coffee review. We're gonna check this out. And we're also gonna check out this coffee from Canopy. I just got this. This is their new dark roast. This is a single origin coffee. It is a dark roast. So most likely this will be somewhat medium to dark. I doubt it is really dark. I don't really usually like very dark coffees. So something medium to dark is probably best when you're using it for to make espresso. Is one of your probably better choices. So on this coffee here, it says it comes from West Java, elevation 4,600 to 5,600 feet. So the tasting notes on this coffee, it says that it's sweet and heavy on the mouthfeel with sugarcane and coffee cherries flavors. So we're gonna pull a shot in a minute with this coffee and check it out. All right, guys, so let's get in the kitchen and let's go pull a shot. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna start with the drip coffee. As you guys know, every morning I start with drip coffee. I only make espresso on the weekends. And you know, I've been enjoying just taking the straight espresso shots. Actually posted a picture to my Instagram last time. As I've been getting more into espresso and just enjoying just a straight shot, no sugar, no cream, nothing. In the beginning, I would always make like milk-based drinks, cappuccinos or a latte, a flat white, something like that. And that's what I would always go for. And I really, really enjoy that. I still make that a whole bunch. But every time I used to always just taste the straight shot before I started to make the milk-based drink. And I got more and more used to it, more and more into it. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying that. Okay, so I see the appeal in it. So I'm getting more and more into that. And today we're gonna make a straight shot of that Java from Canopy Coffee. I can't wait to try it. But first of all, like I was telling you guys, usually in the mornings, I always make drip coffee. So that's what we made here with the bourbon barrel aged coffee that was sent to me by London. I'm about to try it out. I made very little. This is, believe it or not, this thing is huge. I'm only gonna have 1 cup. So just to let you guys know, when I make drip coffee, I usually use a ratio of about 18 to 1. So there's 10 grams of ground coffee in here and 180 grams of water. All right, so again, there's 180 grams of coffee here. I wanted you guys to see the color, so I put it. This cup is kind of big for this, but it's the one I have that is all glass that for coffee that you could see it here. It's a very nice color. Right now it's very hot. I can smell it just a little bit. I can smell it just a little bit. Let's try it like this and then we'll let it cool a little bit. Yeah, that's very hot. You know, this coffee is not very dark. It's like a medium roast. Let me show it to you guys. Okay, so we're looking inside the bag now. There you see the coffee. Like I said, it's not very dark. It is a lighter roast, so that's why there's a little bit of acidity in the coffee, and it's very enjoyable. For making drip coffee, this is what you want. If you go really, really dark, you know, you'll get a stronger coffee flavor. So, I mean, to each their own, you know, right? People, sometimes that's what they want. They just want to get that really strong coffee flavor. A lighter roast like this, a medium roast like this one, you'll get a little bit more tasting notes. Okay, this is not whole bean coffee. You guys know I always buy whole bean coffee. I grind my own beans. This one already comes ground. For making drip coffee or pour over, you know, that's fine. If you're gonna make espresso, I highly suggest you go with whole bean, because that way you'll be able to control the brew time. You'll be able to control all the variables with the grind size. Okay, so the coffee's been cooling for a little bit. Let's try it. Yeah, the flavor's starting to come through, but I do have to say, so far, I'm gonna let it cool still a little bit more. The one from Matador had a lot stronger bourbon flavor in the coffee itself. This one is very slight. Maybe, who knows, maybe they roasted it already a while back, so you know, it's lost some of its flavor, or I'm not sure what it could be, but the other one, the one from Matador, definitely had a stronger bourbon flavor. But yeah, definitely, the flavor is building. Again, London, thank you so much for sending me this. I really appreciate the gesture. It's very nice of you guys. Please check out Off Our Couch. They're great guys. Their channel is all about travel and discovering all these great places to visit. They're very informative. Nat, she looks up all kinds of information on places and does research. So, you know, if you're gonna visit a certain spot and you run into one of these videos from Off Our Couch, check them out. All right, guys, so now onto the espresso. I want to really have a shot of this Java from dark roast from Canopy. Let's open it up. I haven't even opened it yet, so let's check it out. All right, there it is. Let's get into it. Oh man, this smells great. Let me show this one to you guys. All right, so there you can see it, guys. Whole bean, single origin. It's, again, they call it a dark roast. I would say this is more like medium to dark. It's not very dark, and this is what you want to use for the most part. Okay, some people do enjoy, and they really enjoy lighter roast for making espresso. But if you're just your average consumer, I think you're better off with this, especially if you're making a milk-based drink. You'll get a lot more of that coffee flavor. And you know what? It's easier to extract normally a roast like this than a really light roast on your average, you know, consumer machine that you're gonna see out there, like something like what the setup I have. Anyway, let's go ahead and brew a shot of this. Again, especially if you're gonna be making a milk-based drink and you want to get a lot of that coffee flavor, it's a lot easier to extract a darker roast like this one. If you get into lighter roast, then you're gonna get more of the tasting notes, and it's definitely better if you're gonna have just a straight shot. Once your palate gets used to enjoying the tasting notes and the flavor, you'll get a lot higher acidity, and it'll be wonderful just to have a shot of coffee, and I'm getting more and more into that, okay? But today we're gonna try a shot of this, then we'll make a milk-based drink and call it a day. Okay, so as far as dialing in the espresso shot, I've got other videos on that on my channel. Check it out. Check out my coffee related videos playlist on my channel. But anyway, we have 18 grams in here. I'm gonna start with 18 on the grinder. I have found this number to be pretty much a good starting point. So from there, we'll dial it in to have a straight shot. So maybe we get lucky and we get a great straight shot right from the get-go, right? So we're gonna shoot. We have 18 grams, we're gonna grind at 18 as a starting point, and we're gonna shoot from somewhere between, right around 30 seconds. That would be ideal. As a matter of fact, I wanted to talk to you guys about a certain detail, okay? In one of my previous videos, I said that the Breville machine, the infuser, keeps the amount of water that comes out, keeps it constant. And that is not exactly true, okay? And again, this is why, you know, this channel is all about learning. We can learn together. Guys, please reach out, comment below. If you see me make a mistake, if you think I can improve something, let me know. The amount of time that it takes brewing is exactly the same, then your result, your amount of water will be pretty much the same every time. And that's why in my experience, it's always pretty much the same. But if your brewing time takes a lot longer or it's a lot shorter, okay, in a fast extraction, okay, you're gonna get a lot more water. In a slow extraction where it took longer to extract, you'll get a lot less water. Okay, so again, that is if you're just doing an automatic shot. You just hit the double shot and you just wait for it to come out. So lately what I've been doing is pulling manual shots. So when you do a manual shot, you can control some of the variables even closer. You can have more control. Okay, so when you hold down the double, basically what you do is you hold it down, and the whole time you're holding it down, you're doing pre-infusion. So usually I'll hold it down for about 5-6 seconds, something like that, to get a good pre-infusion. After that, you let it go and the machine will ramp up the pressure. And then you just measure the shot. You put the scale under your cup and you measure the quantity of water that comes out. Usually I like to get 3-to-1 ratio, so 3 times as much water as coffee grounds. So if I have 18 grams of coffee in the portafilter, so if we have 18 grams of coffee here, and again, you guys know that I do like a single dosing. I'll go ahead and put this in the machine, and pretty much what you put in is what comes out. I've tested that several times, and it's pretty much, you might get like a half a gram more, half a gram less. That's not gonna make any difference, okay? Unless you're like some kind of expert, it's not that serious. So anyway, you put 18 grams in, you'll get 18 grams out, and we're shooting for 54 grams of fluid coming out of the machine. So what you do is once you hit right around that 54 gram mark, you hit again the double shot button and the machine will stop brewing. So that's basically the process to do a manual shot. Okay, just hold it down. As long as you're holding it down, you're doing pre-infusion. When you let it go, it'll ramp up the pressure and you'll see the coffee starting to come out. The machine will ramp up the pressure and you'll start brewing your shot. So keep the scale, again, you'll need a scale. Keep the scale on there and measuring the fluid as it comes out. Hit the double shot button again and you're done with your shot. Okay, so if you guys want to see more as to my workflow when pulling espresso shots, I do have a couple of videos already up on the channel. Check out my coffee related videos playlist on my channel. There's a lot more information on there. As of today, I want to give you guys one quick tip. I have gotten a couple of questions, people that for some reason they struggle removing the filter basket from the portafilter. Now, it could be because all portafilters, maybe they're not all the same like the Breville one, but the Breville one has a little indentation here where you could just use a spoon and pry it into that indentation, and then you just pry it up with a spoon and it comes off really easy. But again, I'm not sure if all these portafilters and filter baskets they're all the same. But doing it on a Breville one with this indentation here, you just use a spoon and you pry it out. It's so easy. Okay, so you always should let your machine warm up. It's been warming up now for a good probably like 20 minutes. Everything's nice and hot. This machine will warm up everything gets hot. Okay, where you keep your glasses, everything, the whole machine will get hot as far as a Breville infuser. Okay, so you guys have asked me, people have asked me about this thing here before. This is a dosing funnel. You can buy these on Amazon or eBay. They're commonly found everywhere. Okay, so we weighed it out. We have 18 grams of coffee. I've never dialed this coffee in before, so you just basically start with a number of something that worked for you before. I'm gonna start with 18. I'm gonna set it for 18. Usually I have good results when I start with that. All right, so let's go ahead and grind the beans. All right, so there you see it. It's set at 18. This is the grind size, okay, 18. And that's usually, it's gonna put me right in the right ballpark, and then we'll dial it in from there. You know, part of the whole process is the smells you get from grinding your own beans. It's just awesome. This is smelling so good right now in the kitchen. Just kind of shake it around a little bit to declump it. Okay, do a little distribution, and we tamp. or a nice puck. We lock it in. Here's my little shot glass. I've been trying to get, I need to get like a clear one so that you guys could see the shot better, but it is what it is. This is what I have right now. I'm just gonna use my phone to time the shot. Usually I'll start timing after pre-infusion. So after pre-infusion, I wanna get at least like 25 seconds. Let's see what happens. Okay, so you saw as long as I held it down, that was pre-infusion. Okay, that's my 50 grams. It took 35 seconds, so a little bit longer extraction than I would prefer. I might have to grind a little bit coarser, so that you make a coarser grind, it's gonna give you a faster shot. You can see the shot in there. Oh man, I almost spilled it. You can see the shot in there. It looks great, and as it was coming out, it looked really, really nice. Okay, let me give you guys a taste test. All right, so let's taste it. This is a straight shot, no sugar, no cream, nothing. Obviously, it's just a straight shot of espresso from Canopy, single origin, or like a medium to dark roast. I wouldn't call it a dark roast. But I like the way it extracted. It looked really, really good. Wow. You know, this is something that you can really enjoy just straight. You know, espresso, when you make it in a decent machine, you're gonna get all this body. Like, it has substance to it. It's not like very thin coffee. It has some thickness to it. You do have some acidity because it's not extremely dark, so you still have some of that acidity left over, and that's wonderful. I keep telling you guys, you hear the word acidity and you think like, oh no, I don't want. It's not bitterness. It's, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something you have to try. But wow, that's wonderful. All right, so that shot of coffee was nice. It was smooth. It had a lot of body, thick. It had a little mild acidity, but very nice and smooth, and a lot of sweetness to it. It was a great shot. We're gonna go and we're gonna grind the next one at 19 to try to speed up the shot just a little bit, and we'll make a milk-based drink. All right, so like I showed you guys before, I heat up the cup in the microwave. I give it a minute and a half full of water so the cup gets real nice and hot. You can always leave it on top of your machine, but then you have to wait like, I don't know, like 30 minutes for it to be this hot. Okay, so again, we're going with 18 grams. Okay, distribute and tap. Okay, we have everything in place. Let me get the phone so I can time the shot. Again, I'll start timing after I let go of the pre-infusion. Man, talk about short-term memory. Oh my goodness. On this next clip, you're gonna hear me say that the first shot took 30 seconds. The first shot took 35 seconds, just like this one. I guess going from 18 to 19 didn't make hardly any difference. I should have maybe gone to like 20 or 21, and maybe we would have gotten a little bit faster shot. But anyway, man, talk about short-term memory. Okay, so although we ground coarser, our shot took even a little bit longer. So that's why you gotta keep, messing around with this and dialing it in. Okay, so this shot here took 35 seconds. The first one took 30 seconds. Now, why did that happen? I don't know. The tamping pressure should have been the same. I don't know. But that's how it goes with coffee sometimes. It smells wonderful. You got that super nice crema, sweet with a little bit of acidity. This is perfect. It's perfect. Again, this is a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 times as much water as I have ground coffee. To me, that is the sweet spot. The shot took 35 seconds. It's still in the range. Again, anything between 25 to 35 seconds, you're gonna have a great shot. You know, it's just as nice as the first one. Me, again, I'm just your average consumer. I'm not an expert. To me, they taste, I don't think I would be able to tell any difference between this shot and the first shot. But anyway, let's go ahead and steam some milk. So when you first start to the machine to steam, it's gonna let go of a little bit of water from the steam one. So you wanna kind of catch the water. Then you turn it off, okay? And you put your milk in there really quick. If not, it'll time out and it'll start to cool the machine ready to make another shot. So you kind of have to work pretty quick. But you see there's a little bit of water. That's now it's steaming. Turn it off, you put your milk in and you start it again. Always flush it out. Have a wet paper towel ready so that you can wipe off the wand and keep it clean. You see the machine is going through the cycle now and cooling down so that you could right away go ahead and pull another shot. The temperature for the steaming and the brewing are different. That's why it has this cycle so that you could quickly make another shot. Okay, we ended up with a little heart, but still pretty. Okay, so let me show you guys. There's the little bit of latte art. Again, I'm learning. Look at the amount of foam. You see, this is more like a cappuccino. We have about 2 ounces of espresso, about 2, maybe 3 ounces of milk, and then a nice big layer of foam on top. So the difference between all the different milk-based drinks, like a latte and a cappuccino, a flat white, is the ratio between how much coffee to how much milk to how much foam. Okay, that's the 3 ingredients is the same for all of them. All right, so let's give you guys a taste test. All right, so let me give you guys a taste test of my cappuccino made with Canopy single origin, this new Java medium to dark roast. Again, check it out, guys. Look at the colors. This is gonna be better than anything you can get in any coffee shop. Just absolutely spot on every single time. Oh man, that is so good. But anyway, the shot doesn't have to be perfect. When you add milk, a little bit of sugar into it, a nice, good coffee flavor, something nice, you're gonna love it every single time. Perfect. Anyway, guys, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Check out my friends at Off Our Couch. Check me out on Instagram for more content, and check out the new playlist, coffee related videos on here on this channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.